drums for 7 years. Lenny White, been playing Tama drums for 9 years. Billy Cobham, Lars, for 12 years. Stewart Copeland playing Tama drums for 39 years. So I don't need to say one good thing about the drums. I don't need to say, oh, they rock. I don't need to say the fine, nothing. 39 years, okay? I think that kind of speaks for itself. And how did this all begin? It began in 1975, which is 1 year after 40 years ago. And I was a journalist in London, writing for a rock magazine called Sounds Magazine. I was the technical journalist. I got to review the new gear. And in comes this Japanese drum set. And let me explain what drums were like in 1973. The stands were these tiny, spindly little stands, like that big. Just these little whiffy things. Adequate for jazz, I expect. But, I mean, the good news was that you could put, your snare drums box like that. Snare drum here, stool seat there, and the cymbal stands, couple cymbals and hi-hat in one box, this big nylon thing. And so when you see these big stands, which I was reviewing, I couldn't believe these drums. I mean, the size, the power. 39 years. They were just incredible, these drums, and the size of them. I mean, how the hell am I going to carry this shit around, right? But this was all made possible by an innovation in rock and roll engineering. They stepped forward in the technology of touring, known as roadies. I say this with great respect because I myself am a glorified roadie. I started out in show business roadieing for Wishbone Ash. To this day, I am proud of the way I can coil a wire. I know I can put 20 Marshall cabinets into that Ford Transit truck. I know how to get Marshall cabinets into the truck, okay? Yeah. Fucking guitarist has no idea. Because he's in the bar while the drummers are pulling their stuff down. You know what I'm talking about. We're all together here, right? Okay? Any guitarists in the room? Shit, yeah, there are a couple. What do you throw a drowning guitarist? His amp! You've all heard that. So anyway, I figured I gotta get me some of these drums. And I was playing in a band called Curved Air at the time, which had had hits years previously. They had this great singer, Sonia Christina. They had, and I wanted to get me some of those drums. So I collected all of Curved Air's press that they had for the 10 years previously. They, Sonia Christina was kind of a hot item in the news and everything. And I sent that to the guy from who was importing these brand new Japanese drums into England to convince him that he should give me some for free. And I sent him all these articles, and the good thing was that with Xerox in those days, you can kind of leave out the date. And with the reviews, the good news was that they never mentioned who the drummer was. And I didn't tell the guy that I joined the band 20 minutes ago. And so I do my whole thing, bamboozling. Wish I could remember the guy's name. The Tama representative in London at that time. But he looks me up and down. He checks my vibe. He has an eye, he can read my tea leaves. He looks at me and says, "Young man, I really fancy Sonia Christina. You get a set of drums." So, 39 years later, here we are, and I'm still playing Tama drums. They just invented a new one, they just told me. I think they got them dotted around the room here. And I'm going to get me one of them too, because my current wife is even hotter. And I think the band's ready to play. Thank you for coming down. I love you all, even the guitarists.